Dear Bhaktas, you all know that Seema Longan crossing the borders. Shirdi Baba did cross the borders on October 15th, 1918, right? We all cross the border every day because human beings live, are born, and die every day. This is a very high philosophy. Some of you may not understand, or most of you may not understand. I also don't understand. I try to understand with the help of Shirdi Baba's Sri Charana and Sri Narasimha Saraswati, two of whom I have met in life. They have blessed me. Therefore, this understanding comes to me also because I was born on Mahashivratri day. However, I told you we are all born every day and then we die every day. Two devotee families are bereaving the loss of their dear mother. One is Srimati Priya. Mother passed away. A few days ago, the mother with whom I have spoken several days, and in Bangalore, Sri Venkat and Srimati Anita's mother and mother-in-law respectively passed away peacefully. Her name is Srimati Lakshmi. We have discussed together 2 years ago, side by side, the legal issues that is thwarting their progress in life, that is confronting them at every turn. Srimati Lakshmi, and she passed away in sleep very peacefully. One of them is going to be born again. The other one has reached the Lord's feet, never to come back again. Depends on your karma, right? What karma you all know. In the same vein, happy birthday to Sri Rav Garu in Austin. May you live long and build a strong legacy and stronger IT companies. I got to say that. He owns several IT companies. They build a strong legacy through the IT company or without the IT company. He has been blessed with a wife who builds tremendous legacy, who has got several feathers to her cap, and she has got several caps. So many achievements in this country. Shira Garu, happy birthday to you. Next, a young woman who is sitting here who wants to become a pediatrician, would-be pediatrician. Happy birthday to Tejika. Today's puja in Austin will have his beautiful sprawling lakefront home and also the Palki Seva. Sri Rav Garu and Usha Garu will do a Palki Seva, very much like a temple. Before this Satsang, that is, they would have completed it an hour ago. Well, uncle, you always talk about belief. We will talk a little bit, stray a little bit into believing is everything. Believing is everything in life. At every moment, you've got to believe you can maintain that software. Otherwise, maintenance will take 4 days. One of the very close devotees is now maintaining. He's sitting next to the phone and laptop and looking at the laptop for this thing. He's not here. His wife is here. Belief rather, is a very different subject. A belief should normally lead you a stronger belief. And a stronger belief will lead you to faith. At first, a little bit of faith and then a stronger faith. Is the volume okay? No, not reflecting? Is it okay? Good. So this kind of a belief I'm going to talk about. Let me also mention a little bit in the beginning about the Einsteinian equation. Come on in, Srimati Nirupama and Sri Shiva. You can come in. B plus C is equal to, yes, that is bhakti plus consciousness is equal to total surrender. I'm saying yes for total surrender. This equation I found out atmically within the Atma several years ago. This was bothering me in my engineering college back in 1965-70. I almost wrote down, but then I was not lecturing on bhakti and consciousness. I didn't know much about consciousness when I was 17 and 18, even though I belonged to one. The Creator gave me consciousness so that, I was very elusive in my college, in my high school, definitely. The ultimate surrender, however, will depend on your complete understanding. I said in the email of B plus C is equal to surrender. That may not happen, like Sripad Sri Vallabha says, in one Janma. That may take about a few meaning 100,000 or 1 lakh crores years. When I'm talking about believing is everything, Yeah, humor comes to my mind. People always say, some years ago, Mama, bring Sai Murari to Houston whenever you come. Why Sai Murari? He doesn't lecture. No, Mama, we would like to make it funny. Murari's humor is tremendous. One of the humor that doesn't have Sai Murari is like this. We have a female devotee in DC, District of Columbia, very close to Maryland. She lives in Washington, DC. She told me sometime recently, Uncle, Telugu people are great. You often say that. It's okay, Telugu people are great. What's wrong with them? I asked interjected. She said, but when my husband, who is a Telugu, becomes a little difficult to handle, when my husband is a little bit difficult to handle, I become a Tamil because no, the real humor comes a little bit later. I become a Tamil. I become a Tamil when I cannot handle Tamil people. You cannot imagine this. You cannot imagine this. If you imagine, I'll give you $108. Anybody who can imagine, I'm going to say that. So she says, when Tamils are difficult, I become a Bengali. So she says, our devotee, when there is no peace of mind in Kolkata, I run to, this is beyond you, I run to Krakow in Poland. Why is she running to Krakow in Poland? Any idea? Because Polish people resemble Telugu people, but they are not as smart as Telugus. They are not as smart as Telugu. I'll say that 3 times like Indians do. So she goes to Krakow. Remember, I am not saying anything beyond the truth. Mama talks, uncle talks, absolute truth always. She does go to Krakow twice a month, but these reasons are a little bit, beyond reasonable. So she goes to Polish, and then Polish people, she says, our Polish people are not smart like Telugus. That's her sentence. They are not smart, so I have to handle, I don't have a tough time, she says. They are not smart like Telugu, therefore I have easy time with them. Telugu people. Her husband is a Telugu. Okay. So I manage very well. But then she said, this is a joke. I have to someday return from Krakow, Calcutta, and all these places back to DC where I live and squarely face my husband who is a Telugu. About that. So I learned I got to go to Telugu country, Telugu Desam anyway, where I belong to, she says. I have to go to Telugu Desam someday where I belong. Okay. Our devotee. That's the reason why I said that. Our devotee P. Vijay Kumar, next I'm going to talk about him. I'm not straying away from the topic. Believing is everything in life. You got to believe in something. You got to believe. I got to believe in Shirdi Baba. Otherwise, I won't be doing this satsang for years. From my 20s and 30s, I've been talking to groups. I won't be doing. Our devotee P. Vijay Kumar from Pune also learned that you cannot remain far away from Shirdi Baba. Wherever you go and whatever work you do, he says Shirdi Baba is not far away and he is inevitable. Vijay Kumar. How did Vijay Kumar get into Shirdi Baba? His father, listen to the satsang, his father, bananas are green and gold. You can stay away from bananas. It's physically close. Vijay Kumar's father built the famous Bhivpuri temple. Bhivpuri temple, I have allotted a different satsang. I spoke elaborately about the builder. Anybody the builder's name? Shiv Kumar's father's name? No. Not even you? Compendium of Satcharita. Okay, all right. Anyway, Bhivpuri temple, which is on the line from Pune to Mumbai. On the right side is the station. The train doesn't stop. These days it is stopping after the Shirdi Baba temple. This is Bhivpuri temple. Builder's son is Vijay Kumar. And Vijay Kumar's father was a very ardent devotee of Shirdi Baba. Shirdi Baba used to appear before the Tulsi Mat. And then whenever he comes, he told the father, don't come to Shirdi. I am there. I'll come to you. So whenever his father thought about Shirdi Baba, he will appear, materialize next to the Tulsi Mat. Even today you have the Tulsi Mat at Bhivpuri. World's first temple when Shirdi Baba was living, 1916. He was living at Bhivpuri, right? And he had the fortune of Shirdi Baba living in Shirdi, and I have a temple. It is a beautiful temple, but in the olden days, it was very close to the train track, about 8 kilometers from there. You got to walk through bushy terrain. And Vijay Kumar was a young lad. He came to know so many rituals of Shirdi Baba from his father. And when we did all these things, he had one elderly person called Lombard. Lombard was very kind to Vijay Kumar. Vijay Kumar had a gang of lots of friends, I mean gang in the sense friends, a group, and they always had great belief on Lombard. Lombard Bhai Sahab, Lombard Sahab. So he built a small on Satara Road in Pune. Anybody from Pune, there is a beautiful road like President's Road. There is a Satara Road. There is a Shirdi Baba mutt. In that mutt, he had built by Swamiji Lombard, you can call him a Swamiji. He was a great devotee of Shirdi Baba. These students used to go just one day before the exam and get his blessings. Just one day before. Like, one day before the satsang, a lot of people call me, Mama, I'll come to today's satsang, Mama. Oh, okay, I'll write it on water. Lovely water. Yeah, he's going to attend. So many people called me today, but how many are here? How many are there in Austin and, West Coast and Atlanta? So many people do not have belief. The belief in people, I see that actually with my naked eyes. How do you think it will turn into bhakti, right? Faith, bhakti, and then into faith. It's very difficult. Lombard used to call this fellow, Vijay Kumar, and say, he would laugh and say, you are leader of this boys gang. Are you also like them? Baba will see that he will change you. He would put emphasis on that. Shirdi Baba will change you. Other boys are all watching, and he will bless Vijay Kumar and then give a lot of Udi to Vijay Kumar. Put his hand on his head and then say, now go home and study. So this Udi Prasad was given. He will run away. Vijay Kumar will run to his home. He will study and then take the Udi as instructed. In those days, there was no electricity. In the years I'm talking about, okay, when he was growing. So he used to study in front of lanterns, kerosene lamps, and he used to give the exam diya. He used to appear in the exams with the Udi that Lombard Sahib had given me. Once, Vijay Kumar fell sick. When Vijay Kumar fell sick, he didn't know for 2-3 days there was no improvement. So he went to doctor's clinic in those days. The doctor gave some homeopathy medicine or something, or English medicine. And 2 days he returned home, and then he was trying to fall asleep, and then he could not get sleep. Somehow, in the dream, that day half asleep, Shirdi Baba came to his room near the cot. He was standing at the head of Vijay Kumar. He said, are you sleeping? Get up. I got my Udi container in your puja room, in your puja shelf. Go and bring it. Vijay Kumar, this is the first experience of Shirdi Baba. He didn't know what is this thing. He opened his eyes. He saw Shirdi Baba standing there next to the head of the cot, and therefore he ran in and then found the container. So he brings the Udi, and then Baba takes a little bit, one pinch of a Udi, like the Udi you have, and then takes the pinch and then mix it with the one in the container. He materializes Udi and then pinches and mixes that, and gives in water, a cup of water like this. Yes, you drink it. Vijay Kumar drinks that mixture, and then he says, you better sleep. Do not forget to repeat this regimen, this protocol every day. And then she says, Hanji or something before he says, Shirdi Baba, what? Disappears. He disappears, and this happens to be a very momentous time in his life, because all the experiences he had later on had this foundation, had this very foundation, okay? Now, this is all right. So Allah Malik is there to look for everything, he thought. Every morning and every evening, mix it in water. Baba said that, and therefore he religiously did that. And there ended, he woke up, and there ended the dream-like moment. And then Vijay Kumar's developing belief started with this episode. Actual Vijay Kumar is very different. That is the story I'm going to start now. Vijay Kumar's initiation into Shirdi Sai, Shirdi Baba's belief system. There is a big system of belief. So many people know that, so many people don't know anything about the belief. And therefore, you don't know anything about the what? I told you, it leads to faith. Okay? Faith is also missing in several devotees I have seen. Vijay Kumar At some point after this, had to face lots of adversities. Nothing seemed to work for him. Nothing seemed to work for him in life. He had lots of problems from the brothers and sisters. He had lots of problems from the devotees, from the neighbors, and he had a lot of health issues, and therefore life was full of disappointment. He was not happy with the life, and therefore he didn't know. And then he took his astrology, he took his horoscope to a renowned astrologer, and bit by bit he went through that. All the stars and all the planets he studied. But then at the end, that astrologer, famous in his town, he did not give any solutions. That astrologer didn't know what to say. He didn't understand the planets, and he was the most popular astrologer about the town. And therefore, again, the planetary configurations, what? Made him highly disappointed. The astrologer, he left. When he left the astrologer, he was walking to his home. He said, I am going to learn astrology. I am going to learn numerology. I am going to learn graphology. I am going to learn palmistry. Not pharmacology, palmistry. And then he said, all these things along with what was called in those days in India, the science of divination. Being divine, there is a science. Being divine, the people are very different. Being divine, people will be very different. People's approach to life will be very different. Excuse me. Vijay Kumar thought that I am going to teach the science of divination. So he studied numerology, gemology, Vastu Sastra, and all the graphology, everything he studied. During this time, a lot of people who were experts in India in those days aided him, helped him. So he started becoming a master, and he said, I am learning all these things, but then he could not find any peace. Vijay Kumar did not find any peace in spite of all these things. Look at that. Before somebody reaches Shirdi Baba, how he handles his life. Before somebody becomes really faithful to Shirdi Baba and develops faith, how Shirdi Baba fries that person from the frying pan to the fire. Those who are from Washington, D.C. and Atlanta, there is a frying pan road, there is a fire road. In Washington, D.C., the airport road from my host, first the frying pan road, and then the fire road. It actually is there. So from frying pan to fire, you go to reach one of the smaller airports, 2 airports in Washington, D.C. I have seen it in Atlanta too. Therefore, he fries, and look at that. He didn't want to get fried, but then he didn't find all this learning, everything he took. Takes years for all of you. But then he did that in 6 months. But he did not get any peace of mind. He felt something was lacking in his life. That was actually faith. Faith was lacking because from a strong belief he go to faith, so he could not sleep because there was no peace of mind. Vijay Kumar must have sung the song like in one of the Tamil movies. See, I told you, this is not a Telugu song, it's a Tamil song. It says, Yenge nimmadi, ange enakor idam vendum, right? This is sung by Shivaji Ganesan, one of the top-notch songs of that film. In that year, it got an award. Where is peace? Where is peace? Thereat I need a place. That's a transliteration of that. Where is peace? Where is peace? He sings. And that song is a beautiful song written by one of the doyens of Tamil lyricists. So he is singing, Baba, where is my peace? Where are you? Why don't you come and give me? Vijay Kumar was really enthralled with the lack of peace in his life. But then Vijay Kumar used to go to Shirdi. The work he was doing, he often goes to Shirdi. In Shirdi, one visit when he went there, he goes straight to Dwarakamayi. See, when Baba guides religiously, meticulously, right? So he goes to Dwarakamayi. When he goes to Dwarakamayi, and he's very happy, he just wants to get peace. That's the reason he go. I don't know why you go to Dwarakamayi, you come to the temple, Plano temple, or you come to the new temple in Hariharapeetam. Wherever you go, what do you want? You want wealth? You want a 375K job, IT job? Don't worry, there is a 345K job. Somebody is holding that and making 345K. Several people said, Mama, give the email address and give the name and phone number. I said, Sochna padega. I got to think over. So, Vijay Kumar gets peace. He thought he was going to get peace. But then even in Dwarakamayi, he reaches peace. But then like the song of Shivaji Ganesan, he says, எனது கைகள் மீட்டும் போது வீணை அழுகின்றது, எனது கைகள் தழுவும் போது மலரும் சுடுகின்றது. It says, when I play on the veena, it cries. You know the veena sound, right? Literal meaning, it cries. And then when I embrace a flower, it is very hot, it burns me. Literal meaning of that song. This song goes on beautifully. I want to quote the condition of Vijay Kumar in Dwarakamayi. That's why I quote that Tamil song. There ought to be some equivalent in Telugu, because New Bird, Pudiya Paravai, was also shot in Telugu. I remember. Jayantu knows all the languages, as a polyglot, he must be knowing better. Vijay Kumar thought, Baba, where can I go in Dwarakamayi? And therefore he came there. One day he was dog tired when he came from his home. This is after returning from Shirdi, Dwarakamayi. He goes there, and you know he is living in Pune, and he's so tired, he comes home, he doesn't take his dinner, he missed his lunch, he goes there and goes to bed straight after a jaw stick in front of Dwarakamayi. He goes to bed and then immediately he sleeps at about 4 a.m. He gets a dream. 4 a.m. he gets a dream. He found himself in Dwarakamayi. And this Dwarakamayi is not like the Dwarakamayi of yesteryears. This Dwarakamayi has got a stone-walled room, like the present room and a stone-walled room, and then there is a staircase. In the staircase, if you go there, there is a mud, what is it called? Well, what is gudisai in English? Mud hut. Mud hut. Yeah, sorry, I know there's competing words in English language, and sometimes I forget. So my secretary is there. My secretary is sitting there. They are all good in English language. They will tell you if there's nothing, Sapna is there. She writes all my emails in beautiful, inimitable English language. And therefore says, the hut, he goes there. There is the next is a mud hut where Vishwakarma used to stay there. Baba's horse used to stay there. And next, there are two beautiful rooms. And Baba is sitting there in the hall in front, in the open courtyard, right, without any roof. He's sitting there and reading a book. In the dream, Vijay Kumar thinks, what is that? Baba is know all, be all, and end all. He knows so many things. We learnt this thing, peace. I have come here for peace. What is he reading? What is the book he's reading? He wonders, and then he goes in the dream towards Shirdi Baba. And the last few moments, in the last few moments, he reaches Shirdi Baba. Baba looks at him, and then he not very questionably, he looks at him. He says, why are you here? He mentions the name. And nobody is a stranger for Shirdi Baba. Vijaya, why are you here? What do you want here? Vijay Kumar says, gradually it takes a horoscope. Because horoscope is enthralling, it is challenging him. That is the horoscope, because he doesn't get peace. Yenge Nimmadi song he sings because he wants peace. Take me to a place where I am alone. Take me to a place where there are no human beings. This from the song, okay? Enge manidar vaazhkai illayo, ange enakor idam vendum. Where there are no human beings. My translation is right. Take me there so that I will have peace. That means, don't take me to a place where there are too many Telugu people. They will create problems for me. Okay, Tamil people are okay. Bengali people are okay. Polish people are better. Europe. She must be smiling in DC. She's watching the satsang. Therefore, Vijay Kumar doesn't understand horoscope. Baba says, what is that? Why did you bring it? He just takes a look at it, okay, and then he slits it on the cot where he's sitting, the old reed comforter. He thinks this old cot, the room itself is nice, but very old room. He just slits it and then say, okay, you will be fine. It's all right. Now you got to do something. Sweep this entire room, corner to corner, every kone par, har kone par, nook and cranny, you clean it. Baba says, also sweep under the cot and then make this room spick and span. There is a broomstick at the corner. That's it, Baba's command. Vijay Kumar like a very sincere devotee, obedient devotee, he takes the broomstick and sweeps the room clean. Finally, Baba looked satisfied and hesitatingly placed his horoscope before Baba. He keeps. Baba inquired what it was. He picked it up. He doesn't even read. He knows. Intuitionally, Baba knows your mind. Baba knows your being. He just slides it. He's sliding it below the, I told you, right below the cot and the chair, this thing. And where he is sitting, below that is, between that is sliding, and then he is keeping it. And then Vijay Kumar says, you can go. He just gives some udhi and then he goes. This is a dream. And when he is about to give the horoscope and Baba says that you may go, and then the dream ends and he comes back to consciousness. Vijay Kumar sits there chanting Baba's name, and then Baba goes to Baba's Mutt on Satara Road that day. Stood there in front of Satara Road, has got a beautiful Shirdi Baba's Samadhi Mandar idol. He stands there. The priest comes. He is holding the horoscope in his hand. The priest comes. Oh, it looks like Vijay Kumar, it looks like Baba has done you some great miracle. That's why after nearly 2 years you are coming. He says, yes, he nods his head, yes, he has done a miracle in my life. And therefore, and then he, by the time he is taking a garland, a coconut, and then a flower garland, and then a few bananas, he just slides the horoscope between the silk shawl that he is wearing and his feet, he just slides. Who? Vijay Kumar. The priest is not watching that, therefore he is in an utter peace now. Looks like he found all the peace. Nimmadi in Tamil. Where is peace? Where is peace? He found the peace. He is very, very happy now. If you find the peace in Plano Mandir and Shirdi Baba Mandir, you will be very happy, right? All right. That is of course the truth. The evening, thought about the dream seriously. Vijay Kumar thinks, what is this dream? Baba wants me to broom, clean, spick and span. In Austin, a devotee for the last 10-15 years is calling me. When she is calling me, I also say Shankar Maharaj ki jai. That is true, I am not lying. Ask him. Several times I call him, welcome him, saying. In Austin, she used to call me and say, the whole world is looking at me. I don't like it. Uncle Ji, the whole world is talking about me. In the temple I go there in Austin, everybody is talking about me. How do you know everybody is talking about me? They're all mumbling in front of Baba their own woes, their own problems in life. They want peace, right? They want peace. I told her, she doesn't listen. And therefore, for 8 long years, she used to complain. She used to call me every Sunday, probably every week, every day in the week she used to call me. And then I said, the only solution that came, the solution came from Uncle Baba. Said, ask her to go. I told her, go and sweep the Dwarakamayi in Austin temple. There is a Dwarakamayi. Go and sweep the Dwarakamayi. Clean all the frame, the glass window, the glass frame, and then come and arrange all the windows. Candles, and then see that the candles don't blacken the suit and all that. You clean it. I told. She did only once, and then she never went. If you ask her, she'll say, Mama, I'm not able to go there. I have to get the priest, this thing. Everybody is looking at me cleaning Dwarakamayi. You don't understand. Cleaning the Dwarakamayi, any of you would do, if you do it regularly, Vijay Kumar said, it is like clearing the dust off your mind. It is like clearing all the 6 enemies will not touch you. In spite of Kali Yuga, in spite of the god of Kali Yuga, that will not touch you. The dust will go away. That is the meaning with which I asked this female devotee in the city. But then she didn't understand. She did that once, but then she didn't understand. Continuously she stopped. Now Vijay Kumar did that. Baba said only once and he got extraordinary peace. And therefore, Vijay Kumar became very great in what? Gemology, graphology, palmistry, astrology, and Vastu Sastra. Except perhaps in your Chinese medicine. Perhaps. He's a master. So he came back, and after he cleaned, and then very next day, the accurate astrological predictions, all the friends and the men and women of the town, all the children, the high school boys and girls, the college people who wanted a medical college, MBBS admission, all of them came to him, and then he predicted exactly and then he became extremely popular. He became famous, and with fame and what comes? Misfortune comes, right? He became very full of fortune. He became making lots of money, and all the money was given by uncle to P. Vijay Kumar. You know what? And his belief started becoming faith. This is where belief transforms itself into faith. That is why I say in the B plus C, one should have a lot of faith. Somewhere between in the equation between B and C, immediately after B comes Bhakti. And therefore, due to Baba's praise, he became extremely rich. And when you become rich, you buy a home, right? You buy a home, even if it is $2.3 million. Don't worry, I have $100 million. And therefore, he bought a home with a nice home. Somebody is missing, he got married, right? Their eyes are sparkling because they're trying to get married with the Mr. DFW or Mr. USA or Mr. Telugu, right? One is Mr. Punjabi and another is Mr. Telugu. So, eyes are sparkling. He got married and lived happily ever after. That is how these things go. All right? I have talked often about R.B. Purandare. Purandare was an exemplary, extraordinary devotee of Shirdi Baba. But then he didn't know nothing. He didn't know anything. I'm sorry for the double negative. He didn't know anything in life. He didn't know what is this thing. He had a job that was bringing him 35 rupees per month. Am I right? 35 rupees, yeah. 3 rupees is Shama. 35 rupees. I know the salaries of all the contemporaries of Shirdi Baba. His 35 rupees didn't bring him much. He was a simple man. He will call a spade a spade. Oh, I can't use it in the United States. He will call a spider a spider. Okay, Indianization, that idiom. Jayanti is smiling, he knows. In this country, don't use that idiom, okay? You will be in a big trouble. All right. And therefore, he was very sincere. And if he is so sincere, what do? He wanted to develop a lot of faith. And we are talking about... who is the person I told you? Huh? R.B. Purandare, right. R.B. Purandare became very, very popular because he did several things. Baba did several things. He fried him. He gave him headache every day. Even with headache, he was trying to do. He was a very obstinate fellow. He wanted to have a bungalow for him in Bandra, suburb of Mumbai. In those days, Bandra was far away. It was not Mumbai, it was Bombay. And he built it within a month, and therefore the foundation was leaking, the whole walls are shaking. But then Baba wanted him to have a home, and he also said, don't come to Shirdi, I'll come there. His wife fell sick. Baba appeared in front of the garden. There used to be a garden. It was a dumping place, garbage dumping place in Bandra when he built the home. Now there is no dumping place in Mumbai. They have to come to Pune. And Pune also there is nothing. They have to come to Chennai or Hyderabad. Yeah, Hyderabad is more representative of India. So they come to Hyderabad and dump all these things. And therefore, this is how he built. But look at that, how the faith, our little belief, he had enormous belief, but not until this event. He comes to Shirdi very often, even though Shirdi Baba come to Shirdi. If you come, I'll just, mince meat of you. I'll break your feet and then I'll cut you and then make a biryani. He didn't say the word biryani. I'll do that. That's what he was saying. I'll bury you in the Dwarakamayi under my very feet. He said that. So Purandare was not afraid. He did several things against Shirdi Baba. But then look at this. He went to Shirdi Baba. He had the cheeks to say, Baba, I'm going to have a nice dinner on your behalf. Please come. He said, yes, I will come. If Baba says immediately yes, what would happen? What happened in Purandare's life would happen. I don't know whether any of you have the experiences. The day came, he went to the Shirdi Bazaar. He was in Shirdi living with the Bala Shimpi. Who is Bala Shimpi? Tailor. Baba's great devotee, right? Baba's kafni maker, right? So it was not made in Vietnam or Bangladesh. It was made. So I have, all right, I mentioned not made in China. Okay. All right. So kafni was making, and then they both went to the bazaar and made all the vegetable purchase and gave it to Purandare's wife and said they make lot of sabjis and all that. Make aloo ka tomato, aloo ka, paneer. All those things she made. And then the day came The next day came, the wife was very eagerly waiting, and came there 5 sannyasis. 5 sannyasis came, fakirs came, but then all the 5 looked alike, and then Purandare thought, okay, 5 sannyasis came, they all knocked on his door and said, why are you here? I'm waiting for Shirdi Baba. They said, we are here to take, partake of the food that you are going to offer. So immediately in those days, you will invite them immediately for Anna, anybody is welcome. So they were all fed. They were all fed very happily and very sumptuously, and then they all left. After leaving, Purandare is waiting still. Oh, what shall we do? We invited Shirdi Baba. Shirdi Baba said, I'll come with 2 sannyasis. So 3 people will come. First is 5. And then after about 30 minutes, he was waiting. 20 sannyasis came. 20, exact number. 20 people came, and then he could not believe. And then all the 20 people just get crashed and then said, we are here to eat. So she gave all the 20 very good food, sumptuously fed. And when they were leaving, there was nothing in the, there was nothing in the pots. All the 20 people, 25 people have eaten everything. And therefore the mother-in-law came and said, there's an easy trick. You just take Baba's hoodie and sprinkle Baba's hoodie and put a white cloth above that. And just see the rest yourself. So she did that very religiously, and then 5 plus 20 people, and then 10 people came. 10 sannyasis came. One of them was Shirdi Baba, but then Baba is playing, around pretty good devotees. And R.B. Purandare, he always used to like very much, because there are so many stories I had told in one of the satsangs. The 10 people came, and then the food was served, and then they also left. And then the wife saw the containers had complete food, and it removed it, and the food was still there. Where it started, the food was there in the same situation, status. They were all wondering over all the people. He dashed to Dwarakamayi. Who? Purandare. Purandare said, Baba, we invited you, you didn't come for the food. And then Baba wanted to always, make fun of Purandare. Because he is the one, he made a lot of fun, and he got a bungalow where walls were all shaking, built by Purandare's brother, younger brother. And Baba said, told Shama was next to the Dikshit was there, Baba said, look, this fellow doesn't even know me. He's inviting for dinner. I went there 20 times. I went there 10 times. I went there 5 times. He didn't understand. And then Purandare understood at the time Baba can come in any rupa, any shape. I said this story because this Purandare developed his belief over 17, 18 incidents. And then the 19th or 20th incident, he got into faith. There are several things, because this fellow started smashing the Dwarakamayi walls because he wanted to build a shed for the Palaki. Baba had a Palaki, right? That Palaki is Radha Krishnamaya decked with silver and other articles, silver horses. And therefore he wanted this thing, he wanted a whole. Baba said no. Sternly said no, and therefore he went to, every other night he will go to, where? Hyderabad? Shawdi, yeah, that's right. No, I thought you were thinking about Hyderabad. You are from Kumbakonam, right? Okay. Or Chennai, right? Chennai. Okay. So, he gave permission. First day, first night, they put all the silver, this thing, steel, rods and all that for the foundation of that hut. And then Baba shifted everything, he pulled everything out and started beating everybody. Okay, except R.B. Purandare. Purandare had a lovely life, and therefore Purandare developed great faith. But then when I'm talking about Purandare, I got to talk. We have enough time, right? Oh, okay. I had to talk about, we talk about all great devotees. Those who are sitting here, some of you are extraordinary devotees, some of you work in Baba temple for Shirdi Baba. Some of you meet with lots of number of devotees on an every day. For instance, our Nandakishore Maharaj meets every Monday, he meets with devotees. He goes to a Baba temple. This person, he is coming from Ratnagiri. This Ratnagiri devotee's name is Dada Kadam. I have spoken a little bit about Dada Kadam, but then a little more elaborately today. He comes from Ratnagiri. I told you Ratnagiri happens to be in Maharashtra. And his father was a physician and then an MBBS doctor, and he wanted his son to become a doctor. But then this fellow was neck deep in politics in those days. in those days of 19 something. It's all, yeah, he was a young boy in the pre-independent days, 1940 and below. And he got into lots of political things. He used to distribute lots of notices against the British Raj. And therefore, he was always in trouble. He was always in trouble in high school, elementary school. He was thick and thin into politics, in and out. Therefore, he told the father, I may not become a doctor. I don't want to be a doctor and examine patients. I want to have the pulse of the nation. And therefore, the turning point came in 1970. He was an adult. In 1970, turning point came and spiritually he was awakened. In 1960, he married Sumitra. His wife's name is Sumitra Desai, but he married Sumitra. And along with all the friends, he wanted to go and see one yogini in Ratnagiri. That yogini's name is Saraswati Amma. Rings a bell? I talked about Saraswati Amma elaborately. One miracle. So, this gentleman, what's his name? Dada Kadam. Okay, Kadam and friends, they were all youngsters, and then they were 28, 30. They went to see Saraswati Amma, not because she was a great yogini full of powers and all that. They just wanted to have some fun. When they went there, Saraswati Amma, the yogini, called Kadam and said, sit right in front of me. So he sat in front of it and show me your hand, right hand. So he showed the right hand, and Saraswati Amma touched his right hand squarely. When she touched the hand, electric current like lightning came from the roof and entered Saraswati Amma's hand, and they all went into Kadam's hand. And therefore, for a moment, the friends were looking at that. Electricity sparks were seen on Saraswati Amma, the yogini's right hand, and then everything passed on to their friend Kadam. And they were all wondering, this has never happened. This is very, very divine, and they have not seen anything like that. And then she was smiling at the time. He was burnt, was feeling as if he was burnt as a lightning rod, and therefore, after that, she removed the hand, everything came down. And at that point, when she removed the hand, there was a beautiful statue of Lord Krishna. Krishna came up in his hand, and she said, take this statue, don't show it to anybody, take it to your puja room and then worship this. 20 years from now, Saraswati Amma said, 20 years from now, you will meet with your Sadguru, who will turn your life around. 20 years from now, you will change. Sadguru you will meet, and he is the one who will change your life. Not the electricity I created, not my hand, not my yogic powers. This responsibility goes to that Sadguru 20 years from now. So, this is the way Baba molds his devotees subtly and suitably. This is the title I gave. Baba took care of Kadam all his life. Like some of you, you have seen Baba or his astral body. Or you are so devoted, you have got so much of faith, Shirdi Baba every day, you offer food to him, you offer Naivedya to him, while driving you think of him, while showering you think of him. You really want to see him. Such people develop good faith. And when you develop such a good faith, Baba does take care of you every day in every small moment. There is maintaining of a software. Like somebody is sitting there in front of a computer today. So he may sit there, this is the second day, 29 hours he has been there in front of the computer. Now he told me he may spend another day. There ought to be some persons, right, in IT where, they can come and shoot all the problems, right? Not necessarily Sundar Pichai, but somebody else also should be there. Kadam was very surprised. 20 years from now seems to be impossible. He knew that he was laughing within himself. I am going to be in politics and economics. How come this lady is saying? But nevertheless, he took the Krishna statue, put it in a shelf at home. So, few days goes away in 1970. This happened in 1968. In 1970, Dada Kadam gone to Ratnagiri on work regarding the newspaper. He was working in a newspaper, and therefore he goes there. One day he invited a lot of his friends to his home, about 7 or 8 friends, close friends who were dabbing in politics in those days. And suddenly in his home, suddenly there is a knock on the door. He opens the door. There is a fakir standing there saying, Shri Guru Datta, Jai Guru Datta. You say that every day, right? Sri Charana's devotee say that Sri Guru Datta, Jai Guru Datta. And then he said, what do you want? So he had a jolly. What is the description? He had a jolly swung around his right shoulder. He was having a small, this thing, white coffin, big coffin with a white dhoti. And then he had a white beard and all that. He was standing at the door doing that Sri Guru Datta. He was, at the time, he brought, who? Our Kadam, Baba Kadam brought one anna and just gave it to him. And he said, one anna is not enough. Please give me more, because literally I want some more money, because I am going to Ganapatipur. Ganapatipur is very close to Gangapur. If I am going to Gangapur, therefore one anna I cannot do anything. Please give me more money. He brings 3 rupees. Kadam brings 3 rupees and hands it over to the fakir. At that point, 3 rupees while landing, he holds his hand. Kadam's hand, same electricity is passed into his hand. Same electricity, very difficult to take it, but then he is shaky and the sparks come and he is shouting. Some of the friends are thinking, what's wrong with him? He looks like a very harmless fellow, the fakir, and he is holding his hand. Therefore, electricity, very difficult to handle. Therefore, you give me some more money, he says, and that is the point. He gives 3 rupees. And then Kadam told him, who are all the people? The fakir says, they're all my colleagues. They're all here for a reason. We are editing a newspaper and therefore they are all writing inputs. And he says, at that point he says, he went inside and brought a paper. Fakir says, bring a paper. Fakir also says before that, you bring some mud. He brings some mud. Kadam gets a lot of work now, you will see that. He brings mud and then says, bring me a piece of paper. He brings some piece of paper and then the fakir puts mud in the piece of paper. He carefully, meticulously covers it and then makes a packet. And then he gives the packet to Kadam saying, be careful, very carefully keep it in your home. Do not throw it to anybody. And when he hands over the mud packet, that becomes something else. When he hands over, when the mud packet was in his hand, he feels his body temperature was 150 degrees centigrade. He is unable to take it, and then fakir takes his hand away and then he becomes normal. And the contents of it he could not remove. That's what in the interview says. The fakir says, he is not leaving. He says, I am going to Ganagapur and therefore can you give me, I want to give something to the deity there, can you give me? Kadam thinks, this fellow is very difficult. He goes inside the home and then brings 15 rupees. 15 rupees, changes hands, and then after that he says, 15 rupees is not enough, can you give me 21 rupees? Kadam goes there, he's almost like he's not cursing because he's a very powerful electricity came from his hand, right? Therefore he goes there, very intolerable guy, he brings 21 rupees and gives 6 rupees more, okay? And then he says, before he is not leaving, he says, will you please give me a chadar, a bedspread? So he says, what is this guy? The more I give, the more he asks. Now he wants a bedspread, a chadar, right? So he wants one and then he is not willing to give, he goes there and then doesn't come out. When he doesn't come out, the fakir leaves. The fakir leaves his home with all the materials he got. The title for this paragraph is Baba covers his devotees with his blue light. Baba already developed, I told you the title, right? Baba molds his devotees very subtly and suitably. Now he soaks them in blue light. Many of you are going through this process. Only thing is you don't understand that this is the process. So now the blue light is on him and therefore he cannot do anything else. His belief is being built, inbuilt belief. The next day, the same day, his wife comes back from his wife is working. She comes back the same day after the fakir leaves without the chadar. He tells his wife, this fellow came and I gave everything. He wanted a bedspread chadar and I didn't give him. The wife says, if fakir asks for chadar, it must be Shirdi Baba. The wife knows more about Shirdi Baba and therefore, you should have given. To which Kadam says, I really don't know who it was. It was Shirdi Baba or no Shirdi Baba, I don't know. He just left. And comes the next day, all the friends are still there sleeping in his home and then they have a nice dinner. And then next day, the wife asks him to go to a bazaar and bring some surf detergent. Anybody remembering this story I covered? Surf detergent. You remember? Very good. So somebody has to remember the surf detergent. So when all the friends are leaving, they say, hey, I'll also come with you. I'll follow you up to the bazaar because I got to buy some vegetables and then also a detergent my wife needs. Surf detergent. Do you remember Radhakrishnan? Surf detergent? Can I ask you one question? No, let me do the satsang. So he goes there. While coming, he distinctly remembers he locked the home. Wife is at work. He locked the home very distinctly. He locks and then goes there after locking. And then he buys all the things. He says bye bye to the friends and then comes back without buying the detergent. Halfway to the home, he remembers, oh, there is no detergent. My wife wants a detergent. Otherwise, I'll have dirty clothes tomorrow. He goes there to the store and then surf is not available in that store. He buys another detergent with a good picture of a key. A key, okay? Baba ultimately used this thing. It is his plan. Several plans that Baba does in your lives, you may not understand. I put my foot down and say, with his key in his hand, several things are being done. When he does something in my devotee's home, I come to know one day before. I come to know 1 month before. That is how my guidance is immaculately correct, right? You have received Baba's guidance so many times. Every time it is correct. Every time you are happy, smiling, beaming with a smile, you and your wife, dear wife. Here, he goes there with that. He doesn't see all the pictures and all that. When he goes there, his door is ajar and somebody is there. He sees who is that somebody. The fakir is sitting there on his dining table and the door is kept ajar. And therefore, he goes there and fakir is smiling that you found your home. It was open when I came. So when he is there, he sees his eyes are full of compassion, love and affection. And therefore, the mind was already saying, Kadam's mind was already saying, maybe this fakir has done some evil power. He is doing some magic on me. It is better to surrender to him. Even if he kills me, it is okay. Someday I am going to die. That is what Kadam is thinking. In the interview, he says all these things. Humne socha ki someday I have to live, I have to die. Therefore, let me die at his hands because he's a fakir. He has electricity in his hand. Okay, he may even produce things, vegetables and surf. He thinks like that, and then Baba is the fakir. I have to say that in the next paragraph. The fakir is smiling, reading all his mind. Baba can read your mind anytime. He can read your mind in 2027 also right now. He says, son, you are wondering how I got into. Anyway, that doesn't matter. You already have gotten your key in your hand. That's all I want. And therefore, he doesn't even take a dakshina. He goes into the other room. Kadam is following to the other room. He wants to give a dakshina. Now he understands that key. He sees the detergent. That detergent is a key brand. A big key is there. He opened and left the key in the detergent. That's why he got the detergent. Surf was missing. Only key detergent. It was there in those days, 1980, 85 in India stores. Kadam states, following this particular visit, look how his belief is behaving, how his belief is being built. It's an inbuilt system Baba follows. So, he has already done these things. I handed over my life to Baba and then to the fakir. For the first time, he thinks, because he knows Shirdi Baba, right? His father built the Shirdi Baba temple. He has Shirdi Baba picture in his home. So he thinks, I already handed over my life to Shirdi Baba. First time he thinks. Before that, he thought it's a fakir. Who is this fakir? He wants a chadar, he wants mud, he wants a picture. He gives me a statue, says, don't show it to anybody. Therefore, he says, it's better to surrender to him. And then he goes to Pune. From 1980 to 1985, he was living in Pune. And the Pune, in one of the dreams, he comes there. He says, you sell your Ratnagiri home, right? He was living in Ratnagiri, but it's 1980 to 85, he was living in Pune. Baba says in the dream, sell your Ratnagiri home. And then he could not sell. Therefore, Baba says, you could not sell as Haseen Bai. Haseen Mia hasn't come, Baba says in the dream. He said, nobody has come, but Haseen Mia will come, and I have asked him to come tomorrow. The next day, there is one Islamic gentleman, Haseen Bai, comes and one look, he buys the home. Buying the home is very easy. He buys the home and Baba takes in the dream, he comes in the next day. He comes in a car, driving a car, and then takes him to all the way to Pune. Anybody from Pune? Deccan Gymkhana. In the Deccan Gymkhana, he goes there and shows next to the Deccan Gymkhana building. It's a very rich area. He shows this is the home you are going to buy. And then he vanishes. He goes there. Next day, another dream. He buys the home in the dream and then he starts living in the dream. Look at this experience. You want to buy in South Lake a beautiful home. Next, all sides are surrounded by MDs. Right? You are not an MD. You are an IT. In front of MD, you feel a little bit, you don't feel very well because MDs make $500,000, neurosurgeon makes $3 million, and you make only even 345K. So all these are MDs, so South Lake also doesn't satisfy you. And then in the dream, he bought that home. He's very, very happy, extremely happy. At the time, Sumitra Ben, his wife, develops leg cramps. When she develops leg cramps, she's suffering a lot, and then she didn't know. She takes her to orthopedic surgeons and others. They're all saying, we can't explain anything. She's okay. At that point, Baba appears, and then when he's sleeping, he appears at his feet in the cot, and then he opens both his coffin and shows Kadam sees. Both the feet are full of this thing, what do you call, the inflammation, and then there is pus coming out, and then Baba shows that in the dream very clearly, and then next day morning, Sumitra ji gets everything cured, and then this is another dream. He gets a number of dreams. Baba solves all his dreams, buying a home, and then his wife's leg cramps, and then his headache, everything is gone. Therefore, he thinks, oh, we have got to go to Shirdi. He decides to go for 9 Purnimas, full moon day. 9 full moon day continuously he wants to go. And then they go there successfully to Shirdi, Dwarakamayi. They go there for 8 Purnimas. On the 9th Purnima, they go there and then they return. This is Kadam's life. I am not even covering 2% of Kadam's life. Kadam's life will take about 1 year of satsangs. Those who know Kadam know what I am saying is very true. 9th trip they come back and then they want to make a dal and khichdi with rice. His wife Sumitra Ben, and then she puts her hand into the rice container. From the rice container, among the rice, she takes out a statue of who? I think it is. Anybody? Krishna? That's a good guess. No, it is Dattatreya. Adi Guru Dattatreya. Okay? So, he takes out a picture of Lord Datta, came along with the rice. Now, their lives at this point, their lives completely changed. It took a 180 degrees turn and then they become completely addicted to Shirdi Sai. Anybody getting addiction to Shirdi Sai in this gathering, in this nice gathering? I am sure out of 50, 60 people, 5 to 10 persons are addicted to Shirdi Baba. That is good. Because Shirdi Baba to these people will be every hour, every minute, every second, nanosecond, femtosecond, he will be there with you. You may not often see him in your home. I have seen it. How do I see that? Shirdi Baba is living in our hand. My wife knows. Sometimes the milk pot, the lid will open and then the ladle will be churning the milk and then a cup will float and then it will pour and then somebody will be carrying it. When it happened first about 20 years ago, my wife was literally threatened. She was very, very afraid. She came over. I calmly said, that is Shirdi Baba. This was long ago. We were living in Arlington. At that time it happened once. She was very afraid. And then when I said Shirdi Baba, she started thinking about Shirdi Baba. Nowadays it's dime a dozen. Every day it happens in our home. He's walking in your home. Why our home? He will walk. Those who are addicted to Shirdi Sai, he will walk. Kadam experienced all these things and then he built a beautiful temple called Om Sai Siddhalaya. How it happened is a very, very beautiful story. Baba says he goes to Ratnagiri, says shift to Ratnagiri. In 1985 he goes to Ratnagiri. This is the last story because I am finishing. It's almost 1 hour. Unless you want, I'll cover one more story very briefly. He goes to Ratnagiri in 1985. This is the second 2 to 5% story. When he goes to Ratnagiri, Baba often, he hears Shirdi Baba very often. Baba comes, walks in front of him, suddenly he will disappear. In the bathroom, he will suddenly appear. He will be suddenly eating with you. On the table, dining table, there will be another person. You will see all the plates are moving and all that. Me and my wife, my daughter would know that is Shirdi Baba. Okay, if you can't see, sometimes you can see. The astral body I have seen several times. He has come and blessed me. And therefore I know. I know this Shirdi Baba, the Sai uncle can come out of this picture also. That is called the total faith. That is where your addiction starts. Because those who believed, 3 devotees in DFW believed, he came out of the picture. He gave a coin to my wife, a silver coin from this picture. The hands handed over this thing. How is that happening? That is why I tell this picture is a very unique picture, the original of which even Shirdi does not have. The original picture, as our director of Shirdi Baba temple knows very well, 3 pictures. One is in Mumbai, in you know whose home, Ramachandra Atmaram Tarkadi presented. Another one is in that big solicitor who is in Madhya Pradesh, his name I'm suddenly forgetting, a big solicitor. He took away one picture. The other picture is the next ante-room to Samadhi Mandir statue. If you go straight after his feet, you touch his feet on the left side, there is a room. There is a picture. They don't allow you inside because you will go and touch the picture. Everything will become powdered because that picture, even if you go and breathe in front of the picture, that will become a powder. That is a state. They put 3-4 glasses before that. We saw that, and then nobody can touch the picture. You can see from a distance of 8 feet, 5 to 8 feet. That is the third picture. Other than that, this picture is not available even in Shirdi. Shirdi stores do not sell this picture. Several devotees went and challenged me. No, this picture is not there. Having said that, Kadam is about to explore. Baba says in the dream, between Shivaji Maharaj and the file, F-I-L-E, file, you will find your home in Ratnagiri. He built a home in Deccan Gymkhana, but then Baba wants a temple to be built in Ratnagiri. That is his original living place, a town. Today it's a sprawling, big, bustling town, Ratnagiri. Between Shivaji Maharaj and file, you will find your home. Kadam understood where it is. He went to that particular area. There is a Shivaji statue, and next to that is a Maruti temple. Even today, there is a Shivaji statue in Ratnagiri. There is a Maruti temple, and next to Maruti temple, about a few short distance, there is a JK filing factory. I don't know whether it is still there. This is about 1985. So JK, between that, there is a commercial stores, lots of stores. Behind that, there is a beautiful home, bungalow. Kadam went there and talked to the owner. His owner is called Dinanath Contractor. He bought the home. When he saw the home and he talked about buying, he sold it. Dinanath sold it and he bought the home. When he bought the home, he knows very well Shirdi Baba will appear and say so many things. Baba said, let me have the first. He sells all the commercial spots. So he is flush with money. And Baba says, I will face the sun. Create a puja room. I will face the sun. I want sun to be on me. Therefore, he builds a puja room. He called it prayer room. I call it puja room. And then it is facing the east. And then sun god is facing the Shirdi Baba statue. He placed it there so that he is facing the east. That's what Baba wanted. Baba wanted several hundreds of things, and that is one of the things. And then several people came. Shirdi Baba said, anybody who comes to this Ratnagiri temple will be granted all their wishes. Even today, if you want any impossible desires, any impossible wish to be granted, and you are not happy with every other god, you go to Ratnagiri. I recommend Ratnagiri temple. You go and look for. There's a very famous temple today. You go there and pray in Dada Kadam's home. I asked for Dada Kadam's home next to JK Filing Factory. Everybody knows. Go there and pray. You will be attracted. You will be completely conquered. And therefore, numerous devotees started coming. Like I'm saying, in those days, 1985, 90, 2010, 2015, 2025, people will come. And then all their wishes are fulfilled. You know why? There is a secret for that. He builds a puja room and then numerous devotees come there, and therefore that is treated like a temple. And therefore Shirdi Baba temple is built. That is considered a Shirdi Baba temple. And so many people get their wishes granted in that temple. And then Baba says, one day in a vivid dream, Shirdi Baba shows in the moon, what is the name of the temple? How did he get Om? What did I say? He got Om Sai Siddhalaya, right? He saw the moon. Baba showed him the moon in the dream, and in the moon was written Om, Ayam, okay? And then the star next to that it was saying Sai. And then Siddhalaya Baba had already said, since everybody's wish is being fulfilled, you will call it Siddhalaya. Therefore, the name came Om Sri Siddhalaya. So the temple is still called. This is ours. It's built in 1985. And then he also got Dunimai. I'll cover this somewhere. This is only the 5%. 5% I have told you, 95%. He suddenly one day woke up at 4 a.m. There were 8 logs of wood were burning in his front yard in front of Shirdi Baba's picture. He had a nice picture in that home. And he woke up and he told the wife, saw that they were not afraid. Baba is doing so many miracles. Let us see. Let us wait till 6 o'clock. So 4 a.m. they see the log of woods burning, and 6 o'clock they wake up. This is continuously burning. Dunima is continuously burning, but the log of wood is still the same length, the same quantity. How is that possible? Dada is not Dadaji. Dada Katham, that's his name. He says his wife was very, very surprised. The log of wood is still the same. So Baba is doing something, and then Baba appears in front of the picture and says, keep, Agni Bhavan has come to your home. Baba exactly says that in Marathi. Agni Bhavan has come to you, Lord Agni. Therefore, don't get it extinguished. If you get it extinguished, I'll break both your feet. He says the same thing in Hindi and Marathi. Baba speaks very good Marathi-ized Hindi, Hindi-ized Marathi, and excellent English. I am very familiar. He talks with me in Hindi and Marathi. Tamil also he knows, okay? Telugu, several devotees. Oh, he loves Telugu. That's why I came to love Telugu people. All right? Okay. So he followed the instructions readily, and then he told his wife, I don't want to get my feet broken by Shirdi Baba. He will do that. From somewhere he will do that, and we will lose our feet. Instructions were followed, and Dunimai came into existence. Today, Ratnagiri temple has got a glowing Dunimai from 1985. From that day, the history is written there in a concrete wall. That's what I explained to you very briefly. Dunimai did several miracles in Ratnagiri temple. All right, Maharashtra. And then several stones started coming, several statues started coming. Somebody gave a Ganesha statue. Somebody suddenly came, and one very big sannyasi came. His name I can tell you, I don't find. Somebody came. Baba said, in this Dunimai, anybody who's thinking of some statue, some god, put your hand in Ratnagiri. You can do that when you go there. Put your hand, your hands won't be burned. You just take it out, whatever statue you want, you take it. You will get it. What is this miracle? You know how many people got so far? Mr. Jadhav of Thana pulled out a silver trident and his hands were not burnt. Then Rasalbai pulled out a black Shivalingam, and Baba said, this is Gurneshwar Shivalingam. Mai put out a silver nag. Mai means Sumitra Devi, his wife, pulled out a silver nag, idol of a serpent, and brass Nandi. The brass Nandi is still there because she put it in front of Lord Shiva, Lingam. Therefore, so many people got so many things. You want a gold necklace, about 80 carats, diamond. I'm not sure, try that. Because my book doesn't say that. When I said that, Baba, will you give it to some devotee who wants? In Ratnagiri, he says, I want a packet, at least $1 million. Yeah, they will all come out slightly burnt. You have to go to the Bank of India and board it, and your passport should be ready. So the title is Everybody in Ratnagiri is happy. Everybody in Ratnagiri today is happy. You get at the airport or the bus stand, everybody will be smiling. How are you smiling? Dada Kadam. That is the answer they give even today. So when you visit Maharashtra, India, okay, after visiting Hyderabad, in Hyderabad, you visit Hyderabad and go to Ratnagiri. And last time, I'm done. Last time I wanted to talk about one doctor, Hira Malini, a tremendous story. And I crossed the time limits and said the next satsang. Today I'm doing the same thing. Dr. Hira Malini can wait for one more month or one more year. That is the story of Dr. Hira Malini. A beautiful story. You will all be surprised. A doctor's life changed. All the future doctors who have got ambitions of becoming an MD and MCAT, please note, she's an MBBS MD and she became highly successful after encounters with Shirdi Baba. And that comes out of faith. First, a small belief. a small flame, and then a very difficult stage, lots of frying in the pan to fire, and then they go to Shirdi, and in Shirdi, he shows himself up, and then he shows several things. They get all that they want, and then they become very known for their faith, Shraddha and Saburi. They get only Shraddha. Saburi is very difficult to attain. I often say Saburi is impossible for any of us, okay, any of you. And therefore, let us do the puja now. It is 8 o'clock. Please mention this Om Sri Dwarakamayi, understanding what I am saying about the 108 names. This is a puja that should take you beyond the realms of the mind. The mind should become blank, get detached from everything else in this world, think of only Him. Such people will become addicted to His blessings. All right? That is where the zenith of Bhakti and Shakti are achieved. Om Sri Sai Nadaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Nadaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Lakshmi Narayana Namaha. Om Sri Sai Krishna Rama Siva Maruti Yati Rupaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Godavari Tata Shila Divasine Namaha. Om Sri Sai Bhakta Hridayalaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sarva Hridaya Vasine Namaha. Om Sri Sai Budavasaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Buddha Bhavishya Pava Varjitaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Kalatitaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Kalaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Kala Kalaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Kala Darpa Damanaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Mrityunjayaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Amartyaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Martya Abhaya Pradaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Jeevadaryaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sarvadaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Bhaktavana Samarthaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Bhaktavana Pradiknyaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Annavastradaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Arogyakshemadaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Dhanamangalya Pradaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Riddhi Siddhidaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Putra Mitra Kalatra Bandhudaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Yoga Shema Vahaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Apad Bandhavaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Marga Bandhave Namaha. Om Sri Sai Bhakti Mukti Swarga Pavargadaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Priyaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Preeti Vardhanaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Antaryamine Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sachidatmane Namaha. Om Sri Sai Nityanandaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Paramasugataya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Parameshwaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Paramasugataya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Sri Sai Jnana Swarupine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Jagadapitreye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhaktanam Matrudatru Pitamahaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Abhaya Pradaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Paradhinaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhakta Anugraha Kataraya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Saranagada Vatsalaya Namaha. Bhakti Sakti Pradaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Jnana Vairagyadaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Prema Pradaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Samshaya Hridaya Daurbalya Papa Karma Vasana Shayakaraya Namaha. Hridaya Granthi Bedagaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Karma Dvamsine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Karma Dvamsine Namaha. Sutta Sasvastidaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Gunadita Gunatmane Namaha. Om Shri Sai Ananta Kalyana Gunaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Amita Parakramaya Namaha. That should be Om Shri Sai Amita Parakramaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Jayine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Jaini Namaha. Durdarsha Shobhaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Aparajitaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Trilekeshu Avigata Gataye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Asakhya Rahidaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarva Sakti Murtaye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Swarupa Sundaraya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sulokshanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Ashintaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Arubhavyaktaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhagirubha Vishwamurtaye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sarvantaryamine Namaha. Manovagatitaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Premamurtaye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Sulabhadullabhaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Asahaya Sahayaya Namaha. Anathanatha Deenabandhave Namaha. Sarvabharaptute Namaha. Akarmaneka Karma Sukarmine Namaha. Om Shri Sai Punyachravana Kirtanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Deetaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satam Gataye Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satparayanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satparayanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Loganadaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhavana Nagaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Amritamsave Namaha. Om Shri Sai Bhaskara Prabhaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Brahmacharya Tapasaryadi Suvrataya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Satya Dharma Parayanaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Siddheshwaraya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Siddha Shankalpaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Siddha Shankalpaya Namaha. Om Shri Sai Siddha Shankalpaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Bhagavate Namaha. Om Sri Sai Yogeshwaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Satpurushaya Namaha. Satyadatva Bodhagaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Satyadatva Bodhagaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Kamadi Sadvairi Dvamsine Namaha. Om Sri Sai Apetanandanubhava Pradaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Samasarvamata Sammataya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Sri Sai Venkatesa Ramanaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Venkatesa Ramanaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Atpudananda Charyaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Prabhannarthi Haraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Samsara Sarva Dukkha Shayakaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Samsara Sarva Dukkha Shayakaraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Venkatesa Ramanaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Prabhannarthi Haraya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sarvavid Sarvato Mukaya Namaha. Sarvantar Bahistidaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sarvantar Bahistidaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sarva Mangalagaraya 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 Namaha. Sarva Bhishta Pradaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Samarasa Shanmargastapanaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Samartha Sadguru Sai Nadaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sai Nadaya Namaha. Sai Nadaya Namaha. Om Sri Sai Sri Anantakoti Brahmanda Nayaka Rajadiraja Yogiraja Parabrahma Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. A special mention needs to be made, please listen, of a little teeny weeny baby who came into the world 2 days ago. We congratulate that little child. I will offer lots of flowers to that child, so little and so beautiful. It is just a Ambal revisiting. That little girl we had one opportunity to meet with in the hospital. She is at home now, and very soon she will grace our Dwarakamayi Puja. Welcome to this nice world of Shirdi Baba.
शिर्डी माझे पंढरपूर साई बाबा रमावर साई रमावर साई बाबा रमावर शुद्ध भक्ती चंद्र भागा भाव पुंडलिक जागा
सद्गुरु महाराज की जय।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः। ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।
ॐ साई नमो नमः। श्री साई नमो नमः। जय जय साई नमो नमः। सद्गुरु साई नमो नमः।